Welcome to Broken Britannia. Just before we start today's video, I just wanted to mention YouTube Analytics is telling me 99% of viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. Please make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell notification. Now let's begin. Most people assume MPs are paid one salary and that's it. But what if I told you that some politicians have earned thousands, tens of thousands, and in some cases even hundreds of thousands of pounds on top of their taxpayer-funded salary? Today we're looking at how members of Parliament can legally earn money beyond their official salary, where that money comes from, and why this issue has sparked controversy across the United Kingdom. Some people believe these extra earnings are perfectly reasonable. Others believe MPs should focus entirely on the job taxpayers already pay them to do. By the end of this video, you'll understand how the system works, where the money comes from, and why so many people have strong opinions about it. Let's begin. When most people think about MPs, they picture politicians sitting in Parliament, debating laws, voting on legislation, attending meetings, and helping people in their constituencies. And to be fair, that's exactly what MPs are elected to do. Representing constituents, dealing with local issues, responding to concerns, attending debates, and scrutinising government decisions all form part of the role. For many people, that sounds like a full-time job already, which is why some are surprised to learn that MPs can also have other sources of income. The first thing to understand is that MPs are not automatically banned from earning money outside Parliament. However, there are rules around declaring certain interests and earnings so that the public can see where additional income is coming from. Supporters say transparency is the key. Critics argue the rules don't always go far enough, and that's where the debate begins. One of the biggest ways MPs can earn additional money is through second jobs. This has been one of the most controversial issues in British politics for years. Some MPs continue to work in professions they held before entering Parliament. That can include work as lawyers, doctors, consultants, advisors, authors, or business directors. Supporters argue that allowing MPs to continue some professional work helps them stay connected to the real world. For example, a doctor who occasionally continues medical practice may maintain valuable experience that helps inform healthcare debates. A lawyer may continue using specialist legal knowledge that proves useful when discussing legislation. The argument is that Parliament benefits from having people with current professional experience. But critics see things very differently. They argue that being an MP is already a demanding full-time role. They question whether politicians can fully represent their constituents while spending time on outside work. Others worry about potential conflicts of interest. If an MP earns money from a company, organisation, or client, some people question whether that relationship could influence decisions made in Parliament. Even when no wrongdoing exists, critics argue that public trust can be damaged simply by the appearance of a conflict. This debate has surfaced repeatedly over the years and remains one of the most divisive issues in Westminster. But second jobs are only one part of the picture. Another significant source of income comes from books. Politicians have written books for decades. Some write memoirs about their careers. Others write about major political events, leadership, economics, history, or life in government. The public has always been fascinated by what happens behind closed doors in politics. Publishers know this. That's why well-known politicians can sometimes secure valuable publishing deals. For politicians who have held senior positions, public interest can be particularly strong. People want insider perspectives. They want stories from election campaigns. They want to know how decisions were made and what happened during important moments in British history. If a book performs well, the author may continue receiving income through royalties long after publication. In some cases, successful books become an important source of additional earnings. Then there are speaking engagements. This is another area many people don't think about. Businesses, universities, conferences, charities and organisations regularly invite politicians to speak at events. Sometimes these appearances are unpaid. Other times they involve speaking fees. Why would organisations pay politicians to speak? The answer is simple: experience and insight. Politicians often have unique knowledge about leadership, public policy, economics, international affairs, elections and government decision-making. Organisations value those perspectives. For high-profile politicians, public speaking can become a significant source of income. Critics argue politicians should focus on serving the public. Property is another area that attracts public attention. Some MPs own rental properties or other real estate investments. Like millions of people across Britain, they may receive income from tenants or benefit from property investments. This often becomes a topic of discussion because housing affordability remains a major issue for many people. When politicians own multiple properties, some voters question whether those politicians truly understand the challenges facing renters and first-time buyers. The same applies to investments. Some MPs own shares, investment funds, or other financial assets. However, politicians often face greater scrutiny because of their ability to influence legislation and policy. Media work is another source of potential income. Many politicians become regular contributors on television, radio, newspapers, and podcasts. Political commentary has become a major industry. News organizations frequently seek opinions from people with first-hand political experience. Some politicians eventually move into full-time media careers after leaving Parliament. Others continue media work while remaining active in politics. Public recognition often creates additional opportunities. At this point, you may wonder if all of this is legal. The answer is generally yes, provided rules are followed. The debate continues because there are reasonable arguments on both sides. What makes this topic sensitive is the wider economic situation. Now we'd like to hear from you. Should MPs be allowed to earn money outside Parliament? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching Broken Britannia, and we'll see you in the next video.